Good evening, everyone.
Howdy!
How are we all
All right,
on this crappy, rainy bank holiday?
suntan. It's bank holiday, always rain on
Yeah.
bank holiday day.
Well, not always, but hey ho.
8 out of 10 times it does.
Yeah,
Oh, sit down.
it's a good job we hadn't got anything really planned, so just as well, really. And all the cats has been in all day, and because it's actually stopped raining. Hiya, Gordo, how are you?
Hello.
Because they've sort of been in all day and it stopped raining, they've decided to bugger off out now. Oh, I tell a lie. Oh, sorry, I told just look at Lucy's down there. Hi, Dr. Smith. How are you?
The house, I hope you shit, man.
Do excuse my lovely husband.
Sorry, doctor.
I'm in early tonight, Mrs. G. Oh yeah, of course. It's bank holiday, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, another one that shit, but yeah.
Oh dear.
Unsubscribe from Pixie's channel.
Yeah, obviously, we've not been anywhere, done anything today because Chris couldn't go out anywhere because it's been absolutely peeing it down all day. And I mean all day.
Yeah. Well, just stopped.
Yeah, and wind, talk about Pixies, but well, you and I know that, Dr. Smith.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to tell me that one. He says Pixies is bonkers.
What do you mean?
Oh dear. Tell Chris up his nose with a rubber hose. Oh, I think he heard that one anyway, Karate.
Hello, my mate. How are you?
Hi, Karate, by the way.
Love you, Karate.
Steve says, hi, Miss Jeanette. I'm glad to see you in a happy mood. Yeah, don't know why though, Steve, because it's been absolutely peeing it down today. So we've been sort of relegated to indoors.
Yeah, big crap today.
So
Not
yeah,
good.
absolutely crapola weather. But hey ho. So yeah.
Is it raining again?
Oh.
I think it is, you know.
Anyway, tomorrow on Baking live stream, I'm making. Is it raining again?
Benny Tucker.
That were a bit short-lived. He says it's.
Come on, you. There's one of them.
Yeah, that's how I think, Steve. I'm making snickerdoodle cupcakes, but Chris.
Oh yeah. I know, talks it, did
it? Chris has been all over trying to get me some buttermilk. Now, what the shortage is, I don't. Hi, Kate, how are you? So, yeah, he's been everywhere trying to get me some buttermilk.
All day too, when Johnny been in. Oh, is that his little hut?
Oh, it's not a hut, it's a porch, dear. So, yeah, so Chris has been uphill and down dale trying to get me some of this buttermilk. But I says to him, he couldn't get me any. So I says, well, all is not lost. You can actually make your own buttermilk. Nah. Have you guys been to a Gordon Ramsay restaurant? No. Too expensive.
Bakery.
No, too expensive. But yeah, so you can make your own. I have actually found, but it's been ever so windy here all day, Kate, as well as the rain and, you know. Anyway, so I found a thing where you can make it 4 ways. So to make buttermilk, you can make it with just milk and lemon juice, or you can make it with sour cream and lemon juice, or you can make it with just milk and cream of tartar. So it's like there is 4 ways of making it. So, yeah. But yeah, it absolutely crap cake today.
It's stopped for about 5 minutes.
I picked a garden shredder up from Facebook Marketplace today. Got it cheap. Was only a tenner. It's not in bad nick either. Well, there you go.
Mr. P wash dish. I'm enough for washing dishes at home near my taking it out and then washing it.
You're looking at the chief cook and bottle washer, but I'm not the chief cook, but I'm washer anyway.
I'm cooking this house, Jeanette's baker.
Yeah. So yes. So yeah, all is not lost. I can make my own. So Chris says in my, because you see we've got like as the superstore about 10 minutes away in car. So it's hiya Simon, how are you?
Hey, I know Simon. I think it's like that everywhere. Mate.
Yeah, it's been exactly the same here, Simon. Absolutely crapola weather. Oh yeah. It's all right. Kate says no news on the van yet, but went in Friday, so weekend and the Macaulay, so hopefully hear something tomorrow.
All right, cool.
So yeah, so Chris is going to give one last try. You know, he's going to go to the. It's like Asda Superstore, and it's like massive. It's got like on 2 floors. So he says if they ain't got it, I'm not going to find any anyway. So anyway, he's going to give it one last try. We're going to have a ride over to the big Asda. Basically, that's all he's going for. So if they ain't got it, then I'll have to sort of back to the drawing board and make my own. Steve says, hey, I wash dishes and clean around the house too. But it's like in this modern day, Steve, it's like a 50-50 relationship. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, there was sort of like bygone years where I should hope so as well. You know, in bygone years, you know, there were like a conception that, you know, a woman's place rent home and blah, blah, blah. I am Jad, how are you? Oh, while I think about it as well.
I also party balloons and sent them to my
Oh dear, so if you get a balloon in post, you'll know who it's from.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat, not gonna open it either.
So yeah. What were I gonna say? Oh yes. I have eventually made a connection with Laurie. Yay! So we've been talking on Messenger. She says, unfortunately, she's not going to be able to join us this week, as she's rather busy this week. So I says, well, what I normally do with Tracy is I think of a recipe, you know. Back in the day, you didn't have the money to pay the restaurant bill. You did the dishes. Okay then, Kate. Bye, where you going? She promised, but don't go. Hiya, George. So, yeah, it is here as well. I mean, Chris has just opened the door to let Tucker in. He says, and it's actually started raining, so that were a short-lived thing. So, Johnny's put psst. Hi, Johnny, by the way. So yeah, so all is not lost. He's going to give it one last crack of the whip tomorrow to get me some buttermilk, and if Big As drank got it, then we're not going to get it from anywhere. So, but there's always a plan B, so we can make us own. So all dry in my Newport. Oh yeah, that's all right then, Johnny. But yeah. It's crap nowadays, George. I don't think anybody hardly gets any notifications. But
Vanessa!
Hi Vanessa, how are you? So yeah, it's hit the jackpot today. Did you get a door? Yeah, so I'm assuming you got a door then, Johnny, when you say you've hit the jackpot.
Flooring, you name it,
oh. So no excuses for not finishing it off now, Johnny. So yeah, hopefully Laurie will be joining me and Tracy on the bakings very soon.
Can you not use
Gold top Jersey milk to make buttermilk? I originally I just put, you know, homemade buttermilk, but one of them gives you 4 ways of making it, right? So it says vinegar buttermilk. Oh, I've got itchy nose. Oh boy, did I get a door? Well, I'm assuming that means yes. So you can make one with vinegar, which is a cup of room temperature whole milk and 2 tablespoons of vinegar. Oh, that means it's going to make me mad. Lemon juice buttermilk, 1 cup of whole milk and 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. Sour cream buttermilk, 1/2 cup of room temperature milk and 1/2 cup of sour cream. And then you've got cream of tartar buttermilk, 1 cup of whole milk again, and 2 teaspoons of cream of tartar. Now that's 4 ways of making buttermilk. So there you go. But how is anyone supposed to know you are live if don't? I don't know, George.
No idea. I'm sure they only give certain percentage of your subscribers notifications.
That's it.
So what's point in ringing bell if you're not going to get none?
Exactly. The Queen's door not as posh as the one I just got. Not just the door either. Ooh. Jersey milk is a lot thicker and creamier. Ooh. But same as I say, Chris is going to get one last crack tomorrow because we've got like an Asda right on his, well, not on his doorstep, but about 5 minutes down the road. They didn't have it. He went to another Asda, which is like a bit further away. They didn't have it. So he says, well, I'm going to have one last crack tomorrow. I'm not going out again in all this, you know, blooming weather. But you see, the thing is, Tracy, I mean, Asda, like our Asda, yeah, fair enough, they don't have a lot in what big Asda does. But the one, what we call on Manor Tot, is a lot bigger than the one that we've got. And if you can't get it from our Asda, they've usually got it in there, but you couldn't even get any from there. So, it says as a last resort, it's going to go to the superstore, which is about 10 minutes away, Cardout Parkway. You know, but anyway, if you can't get any from there, we'll have to resort to Plan B, and which is Mecca's own. But yeah, if I can't, you'll have to remember to have a look for some Jersey milk if you can get some.
Jersey milk? Well, you'll have to write it down because you don't have that. Write it down in big letters so I can read it.
But yeah, you know, I've not had a problem getting it before, Tracy. Even from our Asda, I've just said to Chris, can you get me some buttermilk? And he's been able to get it. So why? I don't know. But yeah, same as Chris says, if you ring somebody's bell, you should get a notification that they're going live, but it don't always work like that. What you can't get, buttermilk. Oh, George says, I never get notifications that channels are live yet. I am clicked on all notes.
Yeah. Milk is thicker than Jersey milk.
You can wear one. I ain't being seen dead in one of them. Hiya, Richard. How are you?
Hello, Mr. Google.
You nicked that off me, hadn't you, Gordo? Because I put that onto my Facebook earlier on. These days, I only shop in Specs, Savers, Boots and Greggs. It's all Specs, drugs and sausage rolls. I did put that onto my profile earlier on.
We know that. Where he's got it from now.
Yeah.
Just a copy and paste.
Hey, I know about it in all, Kate, because I were in agony. I've been in agony like since about 3 o'clock this morning. This shoulder's been hurting me. Both my knees has been killing me. Yeah, you were on about that earlier on. That cherry blossom, weren't you?
No, it's bloody everywhere.
Yeah, Chris says he says it's why it looks lovely. He says, but when it gets everywhere, he says, and I mean everywhere.
We got one where I used to work at Bassett's. We got two of the big little bleeders. Right outside entrance of the canteen where I used to have to clean and mop that floor with that big machine. And every time some bleeder opened door and it were windy, whoosh! You got a load of cherry blossom in your bloody tea cake.
George says, Chris, I've just unsubscribed from Jeanette's channel, then subscribed again and ticked all notifications again. So we'll see if that fixes it.
All right, mate, over it is. Good lad. We've got cherry blossom stars, some bright fuchsia pink, then it goes
it was white.
Oh, there you go. Wants to stop with white, and then it'll stop on.
I knew I spotted it somewhere. Yeah, I'm not too bad, Amjad. Apart from, some as I say, you can always tell when weather turns a bit damp because my knees start hurting me. But I did say, when I went through B12 on Friday, I had it in this arm. So I'm wondering if it's that's sort of making me... Vanessa says it's nice here today. It's been absolutely piddling it down here. Windy, everything, Vanessa.
You've got to run too far, we have. You can't eat
the cherry.
The cherry. You can't eat the cherry.
I don't know why they call it cherry blossom.
No.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's not even red. You should ask our community tab who gets actual notifications of your live streams. Good idea.
Yeah. I could sort of do a poll as well, couldn't I?
You could.
You know, are you getting me notifications?
Yay or nay?
Yes or no. I'm feeling all right, Kate. I've still
Oh, he's got his writing exam on Wednesday.
Go. Yeah, ready, set.
You're gonna blast it.
I'm not too bad, Kate. In myself, I feel all right. It's just, you know, with this changing weather, we had a busy day yesterday. We made up 3 onion baskets and did 3 tip runs. I bet you're glad you did it yesterday, Gordo, and not today. But the thing is, George, I mean, I were only saying this to Chris the other day. I reached 1,500 subs about 2 years ago, and I am less now than I was 2 years ago. I'm right down to 1,493. So it's, and I looked on my things, I've lost 12 in the last 28 days. I asked to be a Facebook friend. Who mine? I don't think I've had any notification. She blocked you, Doctor. She don't accept strange men.
Right, she hadn't me.
Yeah, but yeah, if I know you, you know.
I got the notification.
But yeah, I you know, and sort of, you know, like, it is a bit disheartening. Yeah, Callum's only watched part of it, Tracy, so don't give anything away, because he says, like, I says to him, "He watched Line of Duty." I says, "Being as it was last one last night." So he says, "I've only watched so much of it." I will be back at zero where I'm going. Yeah, me and all, Richard. I'm worse off now than I were 2 years ago. And in the last 28 days, it says -12. So, you know, it is a bit disheartening. And, you know, it's like the baking live streams. Sometimes, I mean, like a few weeks ago, I shut it down and I'd only got 28 views. You know, and it's disheartening when you get probably 13, 14 or 15 in, and then you shut it down and you've only got 28. And Chris says, surely to God, that's you know, that's wrong. And there's been a lot of issues lately. You know, what you see in your analytics and what it actually says is not like gelling up, if you know what I mean. Hey, -12 of what? Subs. I was just saying, Ian, I'm worse off than I were 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I managed to get to 1,500. And in the last 28 days, I've lost 12 subs. So I'm only on 1,493. So,
it was dead quiet yesterday, literally in and out. Normally it's 45 minutes away, so it made sense to get it all done in one day.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we've got a tip just up road, and on a normal day, the queuing like about a mile up road. Hi, Laurie, how are you?
Hello, Laurie.
I've just been telling everyone, Laurie, we've finally made the connection.
Well, it took you 6 months.
I says to Laurie, I says, I'm going to manage to connect with you if it kills me. So anyway, we've made that connection. So, you know, we're all good in the hood. But yeah, it's like same as Chris says, you know, it is disheartening because you know, you how can I put it? You put such a lot of hard work in, well, you know, sort of hard work into your channel, and the views and sub count ain't reflecting that. You know what I mean? So it is disheartening in some ways. You know what I mean? But same as Chris said, you know, just carry on regardless. Do what you're doing. You know, yeah, but that's how I were not so long back. I'd gain a few and then I'd lose some and then I'd gain a few, and I've been yo-yoing with my subs like for the last 2 years. But oh yeah. Yeah, we aren't sort of giving too much away. Ian's reconnected with his sister. Look at, oh, you know what I mean? I were all teary-eyed. You can ask Chris, Ian. You know what I mean? I'm so happy for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, I sort of don't want to go too much into it, but yeah. You know, it's been a long time coming, and I mean, it's like me. I've reconnected with my son after 17 years. Yeah. I mean, it's yeah. I that's why I said I didn't want to say too much about it, but yeah. I've yet to meet up with my son yet, but But you know me, it's I love her. You know what I mean? It's I did well. I've got 3 other sons with me ex, but youngest of the 3 is we've made that connection, and obviously because of the pandemic, we haven't actually got to meet up yet, but it's in the making anyway. But so yeah, I agree with Ian, and that's why I didn't want to, you know, was down your way today. Laurie was down Yatton in Cadbury Garden Centre. What? Laurie's from America. I don't think he went to America, do you? Yeah, I'm glad to hear it anyway, Ian. You know, it's about time. You know, we all need this sort of good news, don't we? If you know what I mean.
It was, I think, a good and done crap.
Well, that's the way. That's the way it goes, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's but yeah, it's best about it though. Next door but one, a young couple, and they've got two young girls. They've gone away somewhere today, and I says to Chris, I says, poor sods. I wouldn't like to think I was going anywhere in this lot today.
No.
So yeah, we saw them packing car up, and there were skateboards in it, yeah, scooters and all sorts. And I says, well, I says they not going out, and if whether today's anything to go by. But you know, same as Chris says, it's a breakaway. It don't matter what weather like. He won't ever breathe in dark phone worry, Ian.
Have you messaged yourself then, Ian? Why can you message yourself?
Yeah, he didn't send you a never breathing message, did he?
Hang on a minute. Hang on.
Don't forget, dear, everybody can hear you.
I know.
Oh dear, he wouldn't make a good dirty phone caller, would he? That's how he sounds normally. I don't know about when making a dirty phone call. Oh, I'm just as, oh my God, that Thursday live stream. Yeah, when he sent it in instead of Dennis. Lovely garden centre, but expensive. Need a mortgage to shop in there. We just window shopping then, Gordo. Well, this is sort of perfect opportunity for it, isn't it, Tracy? You know, it's like Chris ain't been able even to go out, you know, with his camera or anything. So, you know, it's been that of a crap day. Only place he went was to this other Asda to try and get me some buttermilk. And while he was there, he got some bread and milk. So, so yeah, so and he says, well, I ain't going out again. He says, so he says it'll have to wait till tomorrow to go to Big Asda. I'm back. That bald-head guy was blowing up his doll again or knocking one out. Oh dear.
I don't know what you mean. Steve.
No, it's just how he is normally, Ian. You should know that by now. He's out of breath. But yeah, it's been a stay-at-home day today. Let's just put it that way, because weather's been up. It's not been fit to go anywhere, even if you were going somewhere and staying indoors. You know what I mean? Oh, Amjad says he went to his cousin's house today with his mum. Had a lovely time spent. But that's it, Amjad. Oh dear. But yeah. Gordo says he only went to juice toilet. Is that all you could afford, Gordo? Oh dear. But yeah. Oh, Kate Tracy ain't got no buttermilk yet either. She says that's it, mean it too, no buttermilk. But same as I said, Chris is going to try as a last resort the Superstore Asda. If he ain't got it in there, then we've got no chance of getting any, because there's not much that they ain't got. You know what I mean? So he says, I'll send it you now anyway, Tracy. Just in case. But I think I did send it you. I just love you, Pixies, and lovely Dirty who cheer me up. But this is it, Dr. Smith. It's, you've got to laugh or else you cry. You know what I mean?
I'm off. Been a long day shopping.
Yeah, okie dokie then. See you later, Ian. Give me love to Sophie. I'm going to say I thought I've sent it you again anyway, Tracy, just to be on the safe side. But you know, is going to try it, the Superstore Asda. If you can't get any from there, we're going to have to resort to Plan B. You know, it's same as I said to Laura the other day, where there's a will, there's a way. You know what I mean? You know, so, but it's raining badly in London. It's been like it here all day, Amjad.
Stopped again, man.
Yeah, I'm going to say Cats has not been out all day. When it did stop earlier on, Benny made the most of a bad job. He went out, but they're back in again now. So it's sort of, I think at the moment it's okay then. See you later, Laurie. Thanks for popping in.
See you, Laurie.
I'll keep in touch with you and I'll let you know what we're deciding on next week. So you know, so we're hopefully next week we're going to have a third person on the baking live stream, all the way from America. So I'll let you know what we decide we're making anyway, Laurie, and you know, we're on the hunt for buttermilk at the moment. But I'll be very, very surprised if they haven't got it at our big Asda. They've normally got everything in there, you know, whatever your art desires, normally they've got it in there. So that is basically the last resort. If they ain't got it in there, then we're going to have to make it ourselves. Where there's a will, there's money. But yeah, me and Laurie have been trying to connect on Messenger for weeks and weeks and weeks, and we eventually got there yesterday. So yeah, And it transpires all along I did have the right email address, by the way. So yeah, but we've made the connection now. So oh, first time ever I made ice cream, so creamy, and you can put your own twist to it, and went for Oreo crunch. So but you see, the nearest Tesco superstore and the nearest Morrison's similar sort of distance to this Asda superstore. It's like straight down Parkway and you're there. You know what I mean? Like 10 minutes in car and you're there. So Chris, same as Chris says, I may as well sort of just go straight to superstore, Asda superstore tomorrow. And if they ain't got it in there, we're not going to get it from anywhere. Keena loves it. You'll have to send me a recipe, Tracy, because I've never had a crack at making my own ice cream. So you know, I'll have. So you know, it's one of them things, Kate, where you know, the Morrisons and the Tesco that's closest to ours is about the same distance as the Asda superstore. Oh, condensed milk, evaporated milk and sugar. Oh. So I just typed it in on Google. They were the ones that came up. But yeah, it same as he says, if it all's not lost, he'll just nip to Big Asda, which is about 10 minutes away. And if they haven't got it in there, there's something wrong. Oh, 90p for 300 mils at Morrison's. You see, it's going to nip in morning anyway and nip to superstore Asda. So
hopefully get one.
Yeah. Ooh, I have an ice cream maker with a built-in chiller.
Ooh, there you go.
But you see, that's something I've always wanted to have a crack at ice cream. So mix and put it in the freezer 2 to 3 hours. Ooh. Hey, I tell you something.
Used to make ice cream in year 10 in high school. We did like an ice cream sale in break time, and we made Oreo ice cream strawberry, ice cream vanilla, and strawberry ice cream and vanilla ice cream.
Ooh.
But you said.
Hey, funny thing is, Amjad, must be on, because I've downloaded a strawberry shortcake cake, if that makes sense. And it's a bit on a similar basis to like a Victoria sponge, but with all like layers of cream and layers of strawberries, and you know, and it's like vanilla cake filled with layers of whipped cream, frosting, and juicy strawberries. So there you go. But it's like a 3-layer thing. And I thought, ooh, I could just fancy that. Oh, and another one that on Dr. Oetker site, Prosecco cake. And I thought that's a similar sort of thing, but it's obviously you have Prosecco. Ice cream is dead easy. It's just a sweet custard mix. So yeah, so this Prosecco cake, I thought, oh, that'd be right up Christmas Street, that would. They go a bit overboard on Dr. Oetker site, and they make these shard things, and I thought, well, you know, I'm not going to go that far. But yeah, it's one of them things I've always wanted a crack at making ice cream. I mean, I've come across several, you know, like obviously doing my research and everything for the baking, you know, no churn ice cream, etc. You know what I mean? We are sort of having to go to the expense of buying an ice cream maker. But in all honesty, we don't eat a lot of ice cream, do we?
No.
Only every now and again, you know what I mean?
We've got another tub of ice cream that we've had for a week or so.
I know. But that's it, you know what I mean? But this, I mean, it's on Dr. Oatk's site, so it is sort of, but it one of these fancy things. We all like these shards, and it tells you how to make them. I thought, oh, I'm not going to all that fuss, you know, just to make a cake for it, you know. Oh, he says he got his from Amazon. It was a returned item. Funny thing is though, Gordo, I didn't know until I was sort of perusing through Amazon today that they do refurbished laptops as well. And Chris says, oh, you know, I'll try and get you one, because this is only like a little Chromebook. Bought 2 cameras and none of them have been compatible with it. It's not got a lot of memory, you know what I mean?
It's not fast.
Me and my auntie use BBC Good Food for cake recipes, sometimes recipe books. Yeah, I mean, it's like, let's say, for instance, I come up with, like I did with the dime bars. I just typed in homemade dime bars and it'll come up with, you know, suggestions for you. I made a tub full, Goldo, just out of condensed milk, sugar and milk or cream, whisk and freeze it. It's just as good. Well, that's it. You know, I've got stacks of recipe books, but I tend to think, oh yeah, I'll you know, something sort of pops into my head, and if it takes me fancy, you know, I download it and then I print it off. But it's like, you know, I've always wanted to have a go at making ice cream, even though we don't eat a lot of ice cream. I mean, you just heard Chris say we've still got one like from last time we had some shopping.
I don't know how much is in it. Well, I know it's nearly full.
But, you know, we do eat it occasionally, but not all that often.
I bet it's for that in this lot.
Oh, when I made that Victoria sponge cake, we used the Tanya Bakes recipe book. Oh. But, you know, I mean, that the Prosecco cake that I've just been on about, Amjad, it's like a Victoria sponge, but because it's a Dr. Oetker recipe, you're putting all fancy bits on it as well, you know what I mean? But you know me, I'm not into sort of fancy schmancy decorations or whatever. So long as it looks good and it tastes good, that, you know, that's all that matters, you know what I mean? So just oh dear. Google Emma ice cream mixer. Oh. I'll have a look in a bit, Gordo. But yeah, you know, I didn't know until I was sort of looking through Amazon earlier on, and it says, did you know you could buy refurbished laptops? Oh, might have to think of that. What? I knew as soon as Prosecco were mentioned, Dennis.
Yeah. Granddad.
It's because we mentioned Prosecco. It says Prosecco cake now. That sounds like my kind of cake, hiding it. Oh dear. Well, I can send you a recipe, Dennis, if you and Brittany want to make it. So yeah, but it's like all like fancy schmancy. We you know, all like shards, but I'm not, you know. Oh, there were another one what I did off Dr. Oetker as well. Has anybody heard? I'm drinking it right now. He's not sharing, is he?
Tiger.
Has anybody heard of Triffins? Now, I thought this was unusual when I come across it, and this is off at Dr. Oetker's site. Triffins. It says a luscious sherry trifle meets moist raspberry muffin. The result is delicious. And it's a cross between a muffin and a trifle. So when you're decorating it, you put some, well, that's the thing I need as well. One of them holy cutty arty things. I don't know what they're called.
What?
You know where sometimes when you cut holes out in cupcakes and then you fill it with custard or jam, or you put a filling in it, but you cut a piece out of the cupcakes on top. Right. I don't know exactly what they're called. Anybody enlighten me on what they're called? I don't know exactly what they're called. Yeah. But it does say in this recipe, you cut it it says scoop out a pocket of cake and fill it generously with custard. But they've got this gadget. Well, bakers use them, and it's like a plunger. And you like get your cupcake, you press this plunger down, and it cuts a perfectly even hole without you messing about with a spoon or a knife or whatever. But I for life on me, I can't remember what it's called. It's a holy cutty arty thing. I don't know exactly what it's called, but in fact, I'll sorry if I'm distracted. Hiya, Tony, how are you? So yeah, if you're wondering who Retronic Collector is, it's Tony. So I can't put cutty arty holy thing.
Technical jargon that comes out of Jeanette's mouth.
Oh dear. Cake corer, it's called. It's £2.30. So yeah. So that's what they're called. The proper name for them is it's a cake core cutter. Plastic plunger pastry cupcake digging holes. Oh dear. Punch muffin divider filling biscuit DIY baking model. But you get the drift. It's basically to cut the holes out when you fill in your cupcakes or your muffins. So yeah. So basically, that's basically what it's called. It's a cupcake plunger cutter. It will be with the thingamybobs and what's the bobs. Yeah, but yeah, I didn't exactly know what it were called, but yeah. Tonight's description for propellers on the drone twirly things that spin around. Twirly gigs. Yeah. But anyway, you get the drift to what I'm talking about. It cuts holes in top of your cupcakes. I knew what I was talking about, even if nobody else did. So yeah, so it will be the thingamabobs and what's a doozits. But anyway, you knew what I was talking about, and you know, what's it called again? Did I say cupcake Cora or cupcake old cutter or whatever? Oh dear. But yeah, for the sake of £2 odd, I may as well get one of them. I sold him. Wakey. Yeah, it's just come in. You got the gist of what I was talking about. So without sort of, can I ask Jeanette what's happening to your followers? You have decreased since that. Yeah, I know we've just been on about it, Tony. I've lost 12 in the last 28 days. I'm worse off now than I were 2 years ago, but hey ho. You know, it's sort of something that, you know, this old cutter thing out at top of, you know, I've just been telling everybody about these triffins, and they're basically a cupcake with custard, jam and cream. So it's sort of a slash between a trifle and a muffin. I'm okay watching a guy in the London.
It's stalking him in the underground.
So yeah, it's basically, well, I'll probably admit the sherry because I'm not a sherry fan.
Before your time, okay. I didn't used to watch films that were made in 1930s, Wakey.
So yeah, it says 4 tablespoons of sherry. So we'll omit sherry.
Let's see if Benny's going to be coming in.
So we'll do that one in a few weeks as well. So it's like a muffin, custard, jam and cream. What's an hammer for? Hitting nails with. He said somebody for an hammer for. You've told us that one before. But yeah, same as Chris says, just carrying regardless. I shot the sherry.
How's Chris? Did you manage to sell your drone and the price? Yes, I did, Bobby. I've got the DJI Mini 2.
He's got the Mini 2 now.
Woohoo!
But I didn't shoot the blancmange. We're just talking about, I found this recipe on Dr. Oetker, and they're called triffins, and they're cross between a trifle and a muffin. Or you're not coming on mine, wet through, Ben.
Oh, no, straight like that.
Oh, bless him. Oh dear. Or a reach around. But yeah, it's just jumped on, looked at me on other sofa, looked at me, and that's when I says, "You're not coming on mine, Benny, you wet through." And sort of like, and jumped. Oh dear. Johnny says, back at car full of wood to empty, taking Keela to school, she would have had to sit on the roof, lol. Elbow grease. Oh dear. I'll beat you to that one, Wakey. Yeah, saying too much. I have never done a cake with fondant, but you can buy ready-made fondant icing, Dennis. You can get it from any supermarket, and it's a lot easier. All you've got to do is roll it out and chuck it over at Kate. It's all right. I'm just looking. I'm just sending Wakey.
Oh, Bill and Melinda Gates announced divorce after 27 years. Can you imagine divorce settlement that she's going to get? That'll be 2 pints and a packet of crisps, won't it?
Wakey says send him for a long stand then next. Fondant icing you normally just use on like birthday cakes and things like that. So it's like when I did Chris's, I just made him like one of these tray bake things that I've made. I'm not a fan of fondant icing because it is very sweet. But if you go in Asda, Dennis, or any supermarket, you can get it in all different colours, and all it is basically, I sent him for an offside front fallopian tube. Did he find one? That's more to the point. But yeah, going back to the fondant icing, you mainly only use it on like birthday cakes and Christmas cakes and things like that. Now, I'm not a fan of fondant icing at all because it's way too sweet for me. But if the need a rowers, I'd buy the ready-made stuff that you just roll out, you know, easy peasy lemon squeezy, you know what I mean? Not that I couldn't make it myself because yeah, Silver Spoon do an actual fondant icing sugar specifically for that thing, but it's just as cheap to go out and buy the ready-made stuff, you know what I mean? So you know, if I were to say once sent a lad for a new bubble for the spirit level, foreman sent him back because we didn't say whether we wanted square or round. Gordo says he was gone for 3 hours. Best bit of peace and quiet I had. Hi Tina, how are you?
Hello, Tina.
But yeah, if you're still here, Dennis, you're best off buying the ready-made stuff. And if you know intent on using it, it's just a case of rolling it out and jobs are good, and you know what I mean, and cutting it obviously. So yeah. One of the lads at work got the new 16-year-old YTS kid to check the air vent. He passed him a bag of rubbish, told him to hold the bag upside down to see if the air was working. So yeah, whatever colour you want. Normally, most supermarkets stock it, Dennis. You can have white, you can have yellow, you can have black, you can have red, you know. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate it. Oh dear. Makes all the difference, square or round. The devil is in the detail. But yeah, so are you going to let me into what you Are you baking a cake? Because I know it's not Emma's birthday till August, so it's not for Emma. I'm sort of but yeah, fondant icing you mostly use for like birthday cakes and things like that. You know, but hey ho. Are you gonna let me in on secret then, Dennis? What you're making? Yeah. So it's I say it's getting a bit closer. Look. Yeah. It's all right. We're talking about Benny. He's just come in from outside and he's absolutely investigating with Jeanette. So I know he's not making a birthday cake for Emma because Emma's birthday.
birthday.
Nell's been baking a cake all weekend, filled 3 bloody bags. A TMI, wake it, TMI. Oh dear. But yeah, I must admit, I'm not a fondant icing fan. Way too sweet. I don't like, that's one of the reasons why I don't like Christmas cake either, because that's like a fondant icing. I don't like marzipan either. If you hear things starting to crash and it's Benny is on table next to me, it's just coming from outside. Blinker fluid is another favourite with blinker fluid. Hey, that's a problem here in Sheffield, Gordo. I don't think they know what they are. You know, it's not that lever. I mean, I'm not a driver, but I know, you know, it's a lever outside of your steering wheel, you know, and you're supposed to put it on when you're pulling over or you're taking over or you know. Oh, told you. My Xmas cake doesn't have icing, but that's down to individual. But like a proper Christmas cake, it's got marzipan and icing, but I'm not fonder either. Just a slice of cheddar on it. Oh dear. But no, I'm not a fan of fondant. I have sent you a message on Messenger, Wakey. So, but yeah. Meanwhile, I'd love to make a Christmas cake. I mean, yeah, I could just leave it plain, or I did a baking vlog where I made a farmhouse fruit cake. You know what I mean? I love cheese. I do, but not on Christmas cake. Me and Emma are looking at moving out of Leicester. Oh,
for Cornwall. You should be going to Sheffield.
Yeah, you can't move that far away.
No. If they build a big enough shed, we can have a free holiday in Cornwall. Build a big shed, Dennis.
So, no, Benny, you wet through. He's still trying, bless him. But the thing is, I don't know, Benny. No.
That's just so crap. I could have told you that, and I've never been.
As Tracy says, yeah, I know, Johnny, leave my cheese alone. But I don't know whether people have watched Bella's, not the video that she's uploaded today, because she's uploaded a short today, but she did a video on Friday. No, Benny, you're not coming on, you wet through. But Bella is on about moving to be near her daughters that live in Kent, but she's hoping to do a swap. Now, she did say on Friday's video that they did have a place lined up. Oh, Newquay's. Oh, that's one of her favourite places.
Newquay.
Yeah, we'll allow you to move to Newquay.
Yeah, you can move there, mate.
Oh, Tina's moved house as well. I know you were getting a lot of crap though, weren't you, Tina? But yeah, Bella's, both her daughters live down in Kent. And same as she said, that basically during the pandemic, they felt so isolated. They've not had a bubble. They've not had like, you know, they've not been able to see kids. They've not been able to see grandkids. And they felt so isolated. So she says they made this decision that they was going to, I did say I weren't going to say anything, but she put it out there on a video on Friday that, you know, that they hoping to move. So yeah, it's just same as she says, they love where they live. She's got, you know, the house as she likes it and everything. Oh, that's not right. He's taking Mavis with him.
No, she's mine.
See you later, Tina. Have a good night. I'm sure I missed it. I used to always get the apprentices with the Volvo side lights, turn the side lights off 2 hours later, still on. Volvo was the first car to have day. Yeah, where they were on all while.
God knows having new neighbours moving in on Friday.
But yeah, you know, I'm sure she'll not mind me saying anything. Sorry if, you know, but she put it out there herself on Friday that they're thinking of moving to Kent. So it seems like everybody's moving. Yeah, Dennis is on about moving to Cornwall. The same as you said, it'd be a nice holiday for us. Wouldn't you guys rather move to the US where everybody hates everybody else, where they shoot each other for the hell of it? No, not really. Oh dear.
With Mavic? Mavis. Yeah, Mavic. Mavis. I'm sure he'll get you to send you postcards. Are you going to pimp her out to me, Dennis?
Oh dear. He's come back outside on me now.
Has he?
He's determined to get on my knee. So now, so yeah, so that's sort of where we are up to at the moment. Bella told me previous to that, but you know, she didn't want me to say anything, but I didn't. But obviously she's put it out there herself that they're thinking of moving to Kent. It might be a way off yet, because same as she says, she's not going to give her place up for a, you know, first thing that comes along. Oh, our new neighbours are okay. They are family, Mrs. G's cousins. Oh, at least you know them then, Gordo. But yeah, so same as Bella says, you know, it's they've got to have the right thing come along. You know, they're not just gonna, you know, up and leave and go to somewhere that's a dive. You know, you know, it's one of them things where, you know, same as she says, they've been thinking about it for quite a while, and we, you know, pandemic and everything, they've felt very isolated. Amjad says the laughing video I did, it's hilarious. That night, hands down, was the best night ever. I agree with you, Amjad. We haven't laughed that much in a long time. I just need to wet the whistle. I love that cup, Miss Jeanette. What that one?
I wonder who did that logo.
I wonder who did that logo.
I have no idea.
So I'm just going to see if I can do something, because I have downloaded the clip for mine and Chris's new intro. So I'm just waiting for it to upload, and then I'll play it for you. Like, because on Saturday it was sort of just on Chris's phone screen. So I'm just going to play it for you and see what you think when it, you know, circle.
Circle there.
Yeah, it's taking some time to add to the as you do. But oh well, while we're waiting, I'll.
So the back is the father-in-law, our garden separated by gates.
So you're gonna be.
I'll just nip to father-in-law for some milk. You've run out.
You're gonna be surrounded by Mrs. G's family.
I think you're a bit outnumbered there, Gordo.
It's still not coming up. That intro that Steve did, me and you, for our Saturday night.
Oh yeah.
So I'll just play you the intro, because on Saturday Chris played it, but we're on his phone.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to play it for you and see what you think. So yay or nay, just let me know. So that is it in all its glory, because you only saw it on the small screen. Yeah, so that
Saturday on my channel.
Yes, Chris will be the first to actually play it on a live stream. What no, Ronnie? So yeah, so that is the intro that Steve sent Chris while we're actually live, but Chris only sort of shown you on his phone, sort of that it. You know, that's it in all its glory. I think it's fantastic. So yeah, Dennis says top intro, brother, nice work. It is, it's fantastic. Although it don't do Chris any justice, because it's made him look younger.
So instead of looking 30, he's made me look like 21.
And it's made his slap head a bit too. No, I'm only joking, Steve. Tis a fantastic job. But yeah. He sent it as actually on Saturday when we were doing, because you see, me and Chris have started doing the Jeanette and Pixie show on a Saturday, Dennis. You know, it were on mine this week, and next week it'll be on Chris's. So basically, we're going to alternate it between us, the two channels. So yeah, but it'll only be like once a week. I've got blown nose, excuse me. But you'll make the US sound so appealing. But the thing is, Dennis, as bad as this country is, I don't think I'd want to live in America, to be quite honest with you.
Visit it, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to visit us. Visit, because same as we've said, if we ever want lottery, we'd buy one of these great big American doodly bugs or whatever they call them. I don't know what they're called. You know, motorhome things.
Oh, great big motorhome.
Yeah. You're going to have day, it's good night from me, and it's good night from him when you end. Like two Ronnies. The only thing that spoils it is in the intro is Chris's mugshot. Oh dear.
Love you, Grandad. Love you.
Yeah.
Git.
Yeah. I want to live in Iceland. Failing that, farm fields will do.
Farm foods.
But yeah, we ought to do that. Yeah, it's
What
good.
move to farm foods?
No, good night from me, and it's good night from him.
Oh, good night. Oh, yeah.
Like two Ronnies. But yeah, it were a good hit. We enjoyed it. We had a laugh. You know, but funny thing is, Johnny, can you remember when I were on about the Yorkshire Parkin biscuits? I was speaking to Laurie about them yesterday, and I says, it's Yorkshire is famous for Yorkshire Parkin. I says, now this is like a biscuit version of it. And she went, oh, she said, because I sent it recipe. No, oh, it's getting it side on me. You're all right. You're safe at side on me, Benny, but you're not. You know, and I says, you know, it's actually like a local recipe, the Yorkshire Parkin, you know, clues in the name Yorkshire, and we live in Yorkshire. I says, well, this is like a different take on the famous Yorkshire Parkin. I says, it's Yorkshire Parkin biscuit. And she went, oh, stop it, you're killing me. You know what I mean? You know, so the only problem with the Yorkshire Parkin biscuits is you have to make the dough and it has to be in the fridge. So same as I said to Tracy, what we're going to have to do in that instance is probably make some in advance, but actually make it on the baking show, but say, like, here's one I made earlier. Tea bags, Parkin, puddings. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, Yorkshire tea is actually in Harrogate. I know it's part of Yorkshire. Yeah. But yeah, you know, so yeah, I mean, I have done a vlog on Yorkshire Parkin, but I have got another recipe, ginger sponge cake or something. It's similar to a Parkin, so that might be one for, you know, for Ron later on.
I do run.
But I want to have a go at these triffins. The, you know, filled with custard and jam and cream.
Oh my God.
Well, that's why you put sherry in, because it's a cross between a trifle and a muffin. That's why they're called triffins, dear. So it's like a cross between a trifle and a muffin. But it caught my eye because they look good, and I've got to get an old cutter out first. What were it again?
What?
Cupcake Cora, something like that.
Cupcake cutter.
Yeah, a cupcake cutter. So I'm just getting this this lemonade. But yeah. And did you know Yorkshire Parkin is best left in a tub for at least 3 days, because after 3 days it has that tackiness to it. So they reckon it tastes better after about 3 days. Can you imagine them having to wait 3 days in this house to have a taste? They wouldn't be able to manage it. Because I have to say to Chris, well, it says here, you know, leave 3 days in tub and it tastes, you know, it has that tackiness to it and everything. I said, can you imagine you pay having to last 3 days? No way. I don't think they could do it.
No way, Jose.
But you know, it's one of them things. Good things to come, let's just say. Oh God, is it 20 past 10 already?
I ain't buying it.
I know.
Going on.
So Dennis still hasn't told us why you were asking about the fondant icing.
Why, Dennis? Why?
Yeah, why are you asking about fondant icing? Or is it a secret?
It's secrets.
So, but
come on, Dennis.
Yeah, we haven't shopped to Iceland or farm food for a while, have we?
No. We haven't.
No. Homeland is a great place to be. Yeah, I mean, if you were born and bred in America, yeah, you know what I mean. It's one of these things that home is where the art is, if you know what I mean. And we've always said that we'd never move from here, only if we want lottery. And Chris wants a remote farmhouse out in middle of nowhere. So, you know, Brits still be sort of around here. You know, we won't move far, but you know, he'd want it out in middle of nowhere where he can, same as he says, just get up in the morning and go out in back garden and take drone up and whatever. You know what I mean? And that's sort of on his sort of wish list. Hiya, Jamie.
Yes, I'm yelling in the background.
It says it's a burping Jeanette and a yelling Pixie. I'm sorry, I missed it. What intro?
Your intro that you made.
The one that Chris shown her as dual joint live stream.
The one where I have to send you 2 pictures.
Yeah, well, you know, the J&P show or whatever. I think that's what you put. But because Chris only shown it everybody on his phone on Saturday night, well, I've sort of downloaded it and definitely. He says, will you be coming to see us in Cornwall?
What about we living in your shed?
Try stopping us. Yeah, we'll be coming down for 6 months or every year. Oh dear. We went on holiday to Newquay once and we really enjoyed it. I mean, Callum were only a baby, weren't he?
Yeah.
So that's how long ago. Tell the truth, he just wants to walk around in the buff all day. That's why he wants it remote, Jeanette.
How's he know that? Hey, I've been doing cartwheels in garden in buff while nothing's about.
Well, you think if you'd had got that job, me and you wouldn't have met.
No, there'd be no Benny Lucia Tucker, there'd be no Callum.
Yeah.
Probably no drones. I'd be knocking on Steve's door and saying, who's that I'm watching?
But and it keeps darting around the question what we're asking.
Yeah, come on, Dennis. Why do you want to know?
If you don't want to put it in the chat, Dennis, message me.
All me and then I'll shout it out.
Because I want to know why you want to know about
fondant.
Yeah, fondant icing. So I'm dying to know.
Come on, Dennis.
That'll,
No, it's not baby's year old, is it?
that'll cost Bill Gates a tidy penny.
I told you that earlier.
I know.
I've
I've
bags
just
in a packet of crisps, will it? For
No.
divorce.
so
With 3 packets of crisps and 5 pints.
but yeah, love Nuki.
Hey?
We love Nuki, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
So But you
There's a
see-
beach down there, Dennis. I don't know if you've been to Newquay before, but there's a beach down there, and there's like a lot of rocks, and then there's like a bridge that's like an arch. Well, obviously it's flat. Rocks go like an arch. There's like a bridge that you walk along that you can get to this house on top of rocks.
no.
Looks absolutely awesome. I forget what beach it is though.
Dr. Smith wants to know how long we've been together. 21 years in December, but
Yeah.
we've been married 18 in June, on 21st of June.
Hey?
Oh dear. Jamie says, I can imagine you two moving to Charlotte. That's all we need. 2 Brits with an American Southern accent. Can you just imagine, lol?
Can you imagine if I went over there with a proper Yorkshire accent? I wouldn't know what I was bloody saying.
He were talking like when he were 14, Jamie. I just said if your dad had gone out there, me and him probably wouldn't have met.
No. I bet
Yeah.
you would. Damn it. Bloody hell.
Oh
Why did
dear.
your father get that? I think you were down to last. He got down to last 5
Oh.
or something like that, and there were a few more that had more experience in what.
Yeah. 21st of June, we've been married 18 years and together 21 in December. So yeah,
There you go.
we need Jamie to translate for us.
What they said here? What's that man say there? He said hello. Well, all right.
How do?
How do your 8 lad?
Well, it's a bit like howdy, isn't it?
Well, yeah. How do we got a cowboy in?
Oh dear. But you know where I say, if things is meant to be, they're meant to be, aren't they? You know what I mean?
Then I'll be doing a live stream saying, I want to go back to UK. I'm missing my football. This American football's rubbish.
But the thing is, because Amjad, when's your parole due, Jeanette? I'd been in and out for murder if I'd have murdered him. The thing is about Glasgow and Scottish accents is it's like round here, you've got your Yorkshire accent, but you've got some that have got really broad accents. You know what I mean? And it's like some people, Scottish accents, I can't understand a word they're saying. You know what I mean?
And
And
Newcastle's worse.
oh yeah.
Can you imagine them going to America? Damn. At least we Scottish could just about understand, but Newcastle.
He's taken the Michael out of a Newcastle accent now.
Sorry, any Geordies that's watching, I do apologise.
It's what name is Paul.
I can understand
Stan Pixie being with you for 21 years, but you must put it for a sainthood. Oh dear, I like that one, Jamie. Oh dear. It's only women for me baking.
Yeah, I just want some for a crumpet.
You know, I'm really sick of all this testing. It's a stress. I bet it is, Steve. I bet it's,
Yeah, I bet it is, mate.
you know, it can be worth it in the end.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Amjad, you've got like, I mean, I can always understand what Ali and Braveheart's saying, but there is certain Scottish accent that are really broad, and you know, you have a job understanding what they're saying. But it's only like Yorkshire.
Oh, some really deep Yorkshire accents.
Really,
I can't understand what they're saying.
Really broad Yorkshire accents. You know what I mean?
Old ones.
Yeah, right. Sort of.
You can hear them talking, and you're like, "Are you from around here?" What?
But it's same with every sort of accent, even American. Like, you know, you've got like really broad accents from different, you know, different areas of America. You know what I mean? It's like, it's only like from here in UK. You know what I mean? You know, like Wales, even though it's part of the UK, they've got their own Welsh language. You know what I mean? And I knows something like that, Wakey. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know, like the older generation in Yorkshire have got really broad Yorkshire accents. You know what I mean? And it's like I originate from Nottinghamshire, and while it's similar to the Yorkshire accent, if you watched last Wednesday's video on my Facebook group, I had lots of tongue twisters. I couldn't stop laughing. I never asked for directions in Barnsley. Oh dear. But yeah, you know, while the Irish accent can be hard to understand. My best friend, her dad had a really strong Irish accent. She used to translate for me. But you know what I mean? It's like I come from Nottinghamshire, and while the dialect is similar, there's a lot of things that sort of, you know, we say. I mean, it's like I'm always saying to Chris, "Oh, it's looking a bit black over Bill's mothers." You know what I mean? But that is like a Nottinghamshire saying. You know what I mean? No left or right, just that goes over there and that goes down there. That's
oil when you get there.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? But that's a saying that we, you know, and like we used to say, oh, we've got a lot of pits in Nottinghamshire. Now pits, you know, people are thinking pits. Well, we mean collieries. Hiya, Ken, how are you?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And it's like, what you know, we used to be a pit community, and pit, what's a pit? But other people call them collieries or things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Amjad says he sometimes in college he does random accents. But the thing is, Gordo, it's, how can I put it? I only speak the way I was brought up to speak, if you know what I mean. Hiya, Tim, how are you?
No, then.
But I teased Dusty on the Cockney accent. But I'm just been saying, Ken, it don't matter where you're from, whether it's UK, whether it's America, you've got regional accents. Like Chris is from Yorkshire. Now, I'm from Nottinghamshire, which is in a different county. And, you know, it's like the old, you know, that we often have this, where I'm from, we call bread rolls cobs. And now Chris calls them bread cakes.
Bread cakes, always has been, always will be.
Wakey says, Old Pitch Shaft less than 200 yards from me.
What is? Old Pitch Shaft?
Yeah, less than 200 yards.
Second location, Wakey.
Here in the US, the accents are all over the place. But it's like, whilst I've just been saying, whilst me and Pixie sound alike, there's a lot of things that, you know, like I've just said, we call them cobs, you know. Hiya, Scotty, how are you?
Hello, Scott.
You know, there's all sorts of things. They're called bombs, they're called baps, they're called tea cakes, we call them cobs. You know, it's a regional thing, you know what I mean? It's a regional thing where they're all same thing, you know what I mean? It's just a regional thing. You see, Tracy said they call them bread cakes.
See?
Always says it's Captain Concreted over car paint shop sat on it.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
Jeanette.
no good.
Yeah, Jeanette, sniff it. I'm not reacting to that, Dennis, because you're still on to answer my question.
Yeah. Come on, Dennis.
What makes me laugh is the Americans think we all sound like we're on Mary Poppins. Yeah, you know, it's like sauce and gravy. But what you call biscuits, we call like scones or scones or...
Yeah, what we call chips, they call them crisps.
Yeah.
How can you put salt and vinegar on a crisp?
Yeah, and it's like what we call chips, the potato, you call them fries. Now, crisps, what do they call them in America? Crisps?
Chips. Oh, crisps.
Crisps, yeah. You call crisps chips.
Only a mile and a half from Sandcastle.
Sandcastle. Don't get me started on steak fries, lol. But yeah, it's hiya, Edward. And Gordo says they're either rolls or baps here. But this is a thing. You know, I've got a friend that lives in Whitby near Scarborough. She calls them bombs. You know what I mean? I call them cobs where I come from. Yet Chris calls them bread cakes.
Oh.
Hiya, Ian. Ian Jones, how are you?
Hiya, Ian. I like that one.
What?
Sandcastle. Directions. I'm going, Wakey. Oh, it's only 40 minutes.
Yeah, Amjad says he did Goldilocks and the Three Bears when they were in 2019.
I'm going.
I can imagine you two living in southern USA saying with a southern drawl, "Aye, all come on over for some ham, ox, and black-eyed peas with sweet tea and cornbread." Oh dear.
Aye, you're old. How know you?
But this is the thing. This, so you know, when it's like cornstarch in America is corn flour, what we call corn flour. A cob here is crusty, not like a burger bun. Bread cakes. You know, there's that, you know, it's like
I can actually do the baby bear's voice, highest pitch. Well, you better get it Facebooked, haven't you?
It's like when a lot of the recipes that I download are actually in like cups and everything. Like I've got Snickerdoodles cupcakes, what we're doing tomorrow. Ian Drone says bread bun. They're rolls. We're having debate now. But
I'm starting on something now.
yeah. And it's like, while I've got the measuring cups, I always like, yeah, and cornstarch here is called corn flour. Same thing. And it's like baking soda, right? Baking soda. Actually, here in the UK, is called bicarbonate of soda, right? Now, the thing that's universal is cream of tartar. It's same here as it is in the USA. You know, and it says like 1¼ cups of all-purpose flour. Now, first off, when I thought all-purpose flour, but in actual fact, translated, we call it plain flour. And another thing is, in America, what they call heavy cream. Intro says Baps or something else. We all know what you're thinking, Ian. So yeah, in America, heavy cream.
Oh yeah, this one here, proper Yorkshire bread bun. Now just weird boy.
Yeah, see you later, Dennis.
See you later. He's still dodged that.
Yeah, it's still dodged that question.
See you, Grandad.
Yeah, plain unsifted is all purpose, yeah. But I'm trying to translate here, Ken. You know, what we call plain flour is you call all purpose flour. And another thing that because it says 1 stick of unsalted butter, you know, our butter don't come in sticks. So then I have to go to you know, I have to go to a translator. What's a stick of butter in grams? You know what I mean? But you know, it's this age-old thing. You see, Chris calls them bread cakes, Scotty, and I call them cobs. But anyway, so yeah, so you know, it's like different over the years. I've sort of, what do they call? We call it golden syrup, but what do Americans call it?
No.
Scotty Daniel is only 40 miles from me, and it's gone from rolls to Baps. But yeah, like I forget what golden syrup is. But I do know, because you see, the thing is, I didn't realise until just recently, when a recipe calls for molasses, we call it black treacle. So I didn't realise and connect the two till just recently. So when a recipe calls for molasses, it's actually black treacle. It's what we call like a golden syrup. It's you drizzle it on your pancakes and things like that. First time I had Mississippi mud chocolate spread for toast, it was in Scotland. They thought all Americans knew about this. I still have not found it here. Oh. But the thing is, this different variations here in the UK, Jamie. You know, you can get Nutella spread. You can get white chocolate spread. You can, you know what I mean? Can't beat Baps. You know what I mean? But the thing is, because I've been baking a lot of years, you know, you call it powdered sugar, we call it icing sugar. You know what I mean? And it's sort of getting to know exactly, you know, the variations in America and the UK. You know what I mean? You know, but obviously I've been doing it for a long time, and I've sort of, but it went until recently I connected the molasses thing and the black treacle and thought, well, the same thing. You know what I mean? Because I've come across many recipes that call for molasses, and I'm thinking, well, I've never ever seen any molasses, you know, while I've been shopping or I've been ordering shopping, etc. But it weren't till recently till I connected the dots, and I thought, and it would I get some black pudding down in it. Never seen the word treacle. Cool. But it's like you know what I mean? It's I didn't connect the dots because some of these recipes sort of, you can do metric and you can also do like the cup version, and then sometimes in brackets it puts sort of, you know, that breaks it down into the grams. Jamie says, what I call baps I can't say. Jamie says, my mother-in-law jokingly called molasses mole asses. I don't like it as much anymore, lol. Yeah, so what you call molasses, we call it black treacle. So yeah, but I didn't join the dots until just recently, while I've been doing it a long while, and, you know, like cornstarch is corn flour, and powdered sugar is icing sugar, and all-purpose flour is plain flour. I didn't join the dots until just recently, because I've got this recipe and it just says such and such molasses, and then in brackets it says black treacle. I thought, aha. You know, when you have one of them aha moments where you think, aha. So that's why I've not seen any molasses actually in our supermarkets. It's because it's actually black treacle. So yeah, so now I know if I come across any you know, any recipes that call for molasses, I know I've just got to buy some black treacle. So what's this bank holiday all about? It's a very traditional thing here in the UK. Now, it's what we call May Day bank holiday, and I'll Google it for you, Ken. A day off paid is a bank holiday. I'll Google it for you, and I'll sort of give you a bit of a you know, an explanation as to what May Day is about. Oh. I'm just going to send Chris some. Just bear with me. It's something that'll interest Chris.
What?
I'm just sending you something.
You're sending me something, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says history and traditions. I don't know what I mean. See you later, Jamie.
See you, Jamie.
History and traditions of May Day. The celebration of May Day dates back to ancient times when Romans celebrated the festival of Flora, the goddess of flowers and spring. Many of the old customs celebrating new life and fertility survive to this day, including Morris dancing and dancing around the maypole. So there you go. that's sort of a bit of history behind May Day. It says, in Britain, Celtic people celebrated the festival of Beltane on the first day of May to mark the halfway point between spring and summer, in contrast to the festival of Samhain that fell halfway between autumn and winter on the 1st of November. Many of the old customs celebrating new life and fertility survive to this day, including Morris dancing and dancing around. Instead of selling that Mini 2 yet, Chris could do you a deal on my Mavic Air.
What? Who said that?
Ian's Drones.
Mavic Air tool? Oh! What side is it?
Gordo says, just to confuse you even more, Ken, Scotland have their own bank holidays. Yeah, we don't always celebrate the same bank holidays as do Wales, Scotland and Ireland. Do they still dance? Yeah, it says, despite often being the butt of jokes, Morris dancers are in high demand on May Day, performing at pubs and on village greens up and down the country. Many Morris dancers dance in the dawn, including the Wessex Morris men who climb above the wherever at 5:15 a.m. See you later, Jamie.
See you, Jamie. Is it going again? Where's these draws? Are you on Facebook, Ian?
But yeah, that's sort of, I'm just trying to explain to Ken the tradition of May Day bank holiday.
He's not on Facebook.
So there you go. It says, haha, we need to talk. It's all right. The thing that Chris were laughing about is the other Sheffield football team. Yeah.
They've not been paid.
Yeah, they've not been paid.
They've not paid the players' wages.
They've not been paying the players' wages.
You know, from March and all.
So there you go.
Well, that's no bloody good. What you on?
So that's sort of a bit of a, you know, isn't Burns Night a bank holiday, Tim? But yeah, that's sort of a bit of history about the May Day bank holiday. So he's not on Instagram either. It's only the one day.
Hey, what's it, you Mrs. Kate?
Sheffield of crap.
Do you know your 4 tyres that are full there? They'll not be when I get here.
Okay, then. See you later, Ken. Thanks for popping in.
You're only joking.
Scotland do some of the bank holidays same as England. But yeah, but the only difference is Gordo don't want to talk football now. It says text and dial-up internet. So yeah, well we Chris knows and I know reason why Gordo don't want to talk about football.
Because we are both crap and we've both been relegated.
But at least their team can afford to pay the players the wages, whereas other team don't or can't. WhatsApp, you deleted WhatsApp, didn't you?
I can download it again.
Well,
we've just told you, Kate.
Yeah, Gordo supports Bristol Rovers and they've been relegated. But they in League One. And
we've been relegated. We're still higher than Bristol Rovers.
So yeah, so now, you know, Chris has been the butt of many a jokes from Gordo about his football team. You know, now we, you know, boots on other foot. He don't want to talk about it. Sorry, Gordo. You know, I love you really. So, so yeah. This is I have Gmail,
Yeah,
yes.
well, send me a Gmail and then I'm downloading WhatsApp thingy me Bob.
Yeah, okay. I know you're only joking, Kate, but I'm just trying to explain to you why Gordon, all of a sudden, Gordo don't want to talk about football. Yeah, see you later, Amjad. I'll see you tomorrow evening. But yeah, you know, hey up, Chris said exactly the same thing about Sheffield United, Gordo. It's been a shocking season. Our strikers couldn't score in a brothel. Chris said exactly the same thing. Oh dear. But yeah, you know, but same as I often said, it's just a game. But trying to tell a football fan it's just a game, you know what I mean? I don't have the.
What's in it now? You've got to be joking now. You've got to join, buddy. YouTube me an email address.
Oh dear.
Agree, continue. What's your phone number? I haven't got one.
Chris. Only joking, Kate. I'll only puncture 2 ties instead of 4. It's a good job you know he's joking, Kate. But yeah, you know what I mean? While I can't see all the hoo-ha about, you know, I mean, Chris's team actually got slaughtered on yesterday. You know what I mean? You know, Chris were, I don't, you know, it were on highlight. Switch that over. I don't want that on. You know what I mean? It was like a bear with a sore head. Yeah, they got you know, it's just a game, you know what I mean? And I can't understand.
What's your email? I'll put it in.
And the side we sold our striker to got promoted. Oh dear. That's like a kick in guts then, Gordo.
No, this Ian. Well, actually, no, forget that.
They're not actually allowed back in just yet, Kate, but I think come about June 21st or after then, I think they're allowing so many in. You know, don't quote me on this. Chris will know more than what I do, but I think it's after 21st of June. They're on about letting so many in. Exactly how many, I don't know. But when you think about it, a lot of these football grounds hold like upwards of 30,000 fans. And I think they're only allowing a third of that in, which, like, in numbers terms, it'll only be about 10,000. So,
well, Bristol Rovers, all right. They've only got about 10 fans, haven't they? And one of them don't go to matches anymore.
Cheers, you have Fly More combo or not? No.
Yes.
Well, he's got the mini, but he's bought 2 extra batteries, so he's got like 3 batteries. Plus, he's got
I've got filters. I've got the
charger things.
I've got 2 also. 2, but I'll write it all down.
Yeah. Yeah, it's same here, Tim. We've got another bank holiday on 31st of May, which is like what we used to call Whitsuntide or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that the one at end of May is like what we used to call Whitsuntide, you know. So yeah. Billy Smart Circus brings to
bit like our back 3 and all, Gordo.
Yeah, but yeah, it's and then the last bank holiday of the year before Christmas is August, I think. Did you see they did this music festival on news? They're also doing experiment tested before they go in and then at home. Oh, but you see, it's only like Callum, you know, I mean, having to do the home testing, you know, to go into college. You know what I mean? You know, it's a simple enough thing, and basically anybody can order them off at NHS. You just got to go on NHS website, you know, and it's like a 2-minute job. So yeah, you know, I think we're sponsored by Go Outdoors. Oh dear. But yeah, you know, I mean, anybody can go on the NHS website and you can order these testing, you know, these test things. But as luck has it, them at college provide Callum with them. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not compulsory, but you know, the thing is, if they're to be allowed back into college, yeah, they still have to do social distancing, and they're like in 2 bubbles in Callum's case, you know, and it's like one Monday is in college, following Monday is not, and they alternate it. And same way on a Thursday. One Thursday Callum will be do his course online, and then following week he'll be in college. So it's basically to give everybody peace of mind that, you know, he can show them that he's done a test and it's, you know, it's been all right. Right, guys, it's 3 minutes past 11.
All right there.
Yeah.
9 bank holidays.
Yeah, well, when you think about it, I mean, if you add ours up, we probably got same amount.
Yeah, probably.
He sent you an email, he says.
Oh, yeah.
He says sent, Chris.
Oh.
So it's a good job I didn't shut it down there and then. Yeah. Right, guys, thank you for coming in. I appreciate everybody coming in, like Gordo, Tim, Kate, Ian Drones, and everybody else that's been in before. Amjad. Anyway, okie dokie then, Kate. So thank you everybody for coming in. Too many names to mention. Yeah, yeah, you too, Tim. I'm going to close it down now anyway. So I'll see you on the next one. Tomorrow evening, we're making snickerdoodle cupcakes. So I'll see you all later. Bye.
Bye.